Hi guys, it's Corrie here from Corrie-Dee Marketing. Welcome to Module 3 of the Social Media Marketing Mastery from Crickets to Clients in 10 Easy Steps. So that's 10 modules. This is the introduction to Module 3. Now let me just have a quick look through here at what we're going to be doing in Module 3. So in Module 3 you are, let me just share my screen, going to be understanding social media networks and their audiences and their media consumption. So let me just share this with you. Because not all social media networks are built the same. So let me explain what this means. So nowadays there are so many choices. You'll all be aware there's more choices than we've ever seen before. But the general rule of thumb in marketing is to go where the people are. And the people are on Facebook and the people are on YouTube. And that's followed closely behind by WhatsApp, Instagram. And guess who owns WhatsApp, Instagram, and Facebook? If you guessed it right, Meta. So this is why we always say to our clients, depending on the age and the sex and the location. So we've done all this in the previous modules. So Facebook continues to be the biggest social media network worldwide. All the kids have disappeared and they're all on TikTok and they're on Telegram and they're on Snapchat because all the parents are on Facebook and all the grown-ups are on there now. So this means that if you are, say, for example, a home improvement company and you're looking to target homeowners, then you would ideally be looking to be in Facebook because Facebook and YouTube. A lot of people don't realise that YouTube's a social media network. But if you're on Facebook and you're on YouTube, you're dominating the market. But if you could be doing ads on Facebook, then that's going to go through to, you can choose your ads to go on Facebook, Instagram and WhatsApp. So if you're doing YouTube ads, you can get really cheap video ads. So for example, I can get 8,000 views for £27. Some click cost per view, are 0.0001p. I can show you proof of some other more recent ones. That was a dog collar for my Genius department store, which was a drop shipping store that I used to have. So you can run ads on Facebook, but so like I said, you can do this really quite cheaply, and I'm going to show you how we can do this as cheaply as possible. And this is 2025 stats. So you're going to identify the top 4 social media networks. So we've already spoke about that. So this is going to be a wee exercise that you guys can do. And I'm just going to quickly go an overview of it just now, and then you can go through it yourselves. So this is the socio-demographic group by socio-economic group. So this is how many people in Group A. Now this might not really make any sense to you just now. So let us just show you the socio-demographic chart. Is that missing? I missed something. Oh, I think we're missing a socio-demographic chart in here. Oh no, it's not missing in here. It was in the last module. It was in module 2, where we showed you all the different socio-demographics, what Group A, Group B, Group C means. So what all these meanings are. So obviously, Group A, the highest disposable income people are mostly on LinkedIn, which you would expect because LinkedIn is a B2B network and business owners and professionals, and mostly kids in Snapchat, mostly kids in TikTok. Most people in TikTok, if you have a look there, the majority are Group E and Group D. Very few professionals on there. Group A are high-end socio-economic groups. So this takes me back to the question where I've been out at business owners who are looking to target luxury properties. They're doing high-end home improvement products, and they're saying, should I be in TikTok? No, definitely not. You know, this is why you've got to understand the social media networks and their audiences, but also their media consumption. So yeah, definitely not TikTok if that's your sector. So, and you can see why there. And anyway, let me move on to the next slide. So you'll be sitting going through who your exact target audience is. And then you're going to identify exactly who you serve, and you're going to create some customer personas for your business. So we're going to look at who is your exact target audience, and we're going to identify this and narrow it right down, because everyone is not your target audience. So we'll look at what top 3 browsers they use. Is it Safari, Edge, or Chrome? And I can pretty much guess if you're looking to target high-end luxury property homeowners, they're going to all be using Apple and iPhones, because it's difficult to get credit for an Apple iPhone from the Apple Store. And if people can't get credit, then they're probably most likely going to have an Android device, and they're going to be using something else. So usually, for example, the Diary of a CEO, Stephen Bartlett, one of the questions that he asked people in his interview is, what browser do you use? Because what he's wanting to check is, are they lazy? If they're just using Microsoft Edge and it's a Windows computer, they probably have never updated it or upgraded it for it to have Google Chrome as the default browser, because that involves having to download it and do a bit of extra work. You'll also be looking at what devices, what websites, what apps, what brands are they using? Are they using Alexa? Are they using what's the other one? Google Speech. You know, are they using ChatGPT? Are they using Google Search? So we'll be looking at all these different kinds of things. And this is all in your workbook, the TV channels and the connected TV channels, but you can also just follow this along and write it down on a piece of paper. So what streaming services, what TV do they watch, what streaming programs, what audio do they listen to? Do they listen to Spotify or SoundCloud, or are they listening to radio stations? Is it BBC iPlayer? Is it Smooth? Is it radio on YouTube? Is it on a device? Is it CDs in a car? Do they do like streaming music in the car? So then you would also look at what channels they're likely to be listening to. So if people of a certain age might listen to country, or if you're younger, you might be listening to dance music, or if you're a certain age, you might be listening to Gold or Smooth. And then you're going to look at what top 3 radio channels are they likely to be listening to, or what music streaming channels. What socio-demographic groups best fits your target audience? So we want the top 3 of them. And then I want you to sit and identify, who do you serve? So I want you to list your target audiences. I want you to go 7 levels deep in who they are. So I want you to do age, sex, location, and okay, go on. Yes, I want you to go 7 levels deep on this. So what I want you to do is I want you to identify exactly who they are. So age, sex, location, their earnings. And then I want you to then look at, right, so what TV programs do they watch? What radio channels do they listen to? What are their hobbies? What are their interests? And what brands are linked to those interests? So let's just say perhaps they're into running, then they'll probably be following pages like maybe the London Marathon, or like Nike or Puma, or Asics, or I mean, I really don't know. Let's just say they're into weightlifting, then they might be looking at Rider, or they might be looking at Next Nutrition, they might be looking at protein shakes they can drink, or they might be on gym type websites. You know, they might be looking at gyms, so you know, like Pure Gym, Bannatyne's Gym. There'll be certain interesting behaviours. So this is where I want you to drill 7 levels deep down on exactly who they are. And then that is the end of that module. So that takes us to 10 minutes of me talking you through it, and then you can go through this in your own time as well. Okie dokie. And any questions, you can give me you can drop me a comment on the Facebook group or within the community online, or you can schedule a call if you need a consultation and you need any further help with that. Speak to you soon. Take care. Bye.